Why, hello everybody. My name is Devin-Foxy Remastered, and today we're going to be reacting to is another video. We're going to be reacting to something of an interesting fight that I've never kind of seen before. It is Shadow versus Mephiles, which probably still actually remains to be pretty good, which will be a very absolutely amazing showdown. So before I start reacting to this video called Shadow versus Mephiles, or whatever the name is, Mephiles the Dark. So, without that being said, I probably am going to react to this video, and before we can begin this video, is that let's see what number this even is. Which, hold on. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, this one is definitely going to be number 6 out of 7. So before I start reacting to this video, please be sure to notify if you guys enjoy this, remember as always is like and comment and subscribe to the bell to be notified. And also, one of the reason is it turned on? Well, it's because I want to hear the English version of this video. That's probably why I want to see this reaction for myself. I'll probably know who this character and mysterious character is, and it's not Shadow, it's the other character that I have not even seen before. Which I may have heard of him of some other time, but I might actually figure and discover a little bit about this Mephiles character, like the rip-off version of Shadow, but more likely a bit powerful than he is. Which, to be frankly honest, that there's so many different Shadows around exactly. Like there's like a clone android or something or whatever, which I'm not going to mention the fact about a different color kind. Which there's probably like 2 different Shadows that are pretty different, but looks like him but different. But yeah, that's just probably what I want to say right now. Is if you guys enjoy this video, like as always, is like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified, so way that you will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And without that being said, everybody, is that, well, we're just going to get to the point of this reaction, and as in for such, I do want to make a talk about this before we start the video at the end, which that's what I'm going to probably be consuming the talk at the end, because I mean, it's actually going to be a little bit more common to talk in the end for a bit afterwards, which that's probably what I'm going to say right now and get that over with. So without it being said, let's react to Shadow versus Mephiles. Without it being said, enjoy this reaction, and let's start this now in 3, 2, 1, and go, and let's do this. And please be sure to subscribe to the original person, the original creator, and support the original video, so way that you will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And here we are, and let's do this in 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Looking for me?
Alright. Enjoy this reaction. Which is gonna be pretty good. And oh dang, let's go. Yep, that's the character, Mephiles. Oh dang, that was pretty fast. Ooh. Yeah, of course this guy is definitely from Eggman exactly, which, yeah, all I gotta say exactly is that I'm pretty surprised, to be frankly honest, is about this Mephiles guy. That's pretty much likely the guy that's actually roaming around, that he's wanting like different kind of sorts of revenge of likely just to probably like achieve his own goal by actually destroying the world exactly, which probably that's for what Eggman wanted him to do. So that's just what I want to say from Mephiles. Is that, man, Mephiles is going to be a very kind of interesting character that I may never know about, which there's going to be so many interesting characters I've never seen that I'm only talking about in the second channel of mine, which, frankly, to be honest, I might try at least to do a bit of voice impressions of the character, and for much more likely, and many more. So that's just what I want to say for now, and for much more likely anyways. With that being said, let's continue on this reaction, and let's get right straight to it. So, here we go. Enjoy this. Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, dang. Man, I might have to know about this guy's powers. For example, about Mephiles' powers. Oh, dang. So before I start pausing this again, is that I actually want to figure out a little bit of Mephiles' powers, and so it's probably like a robot character that's probably going to be worth citing to be on Eggman's side for a while before I start to betray him again, exactly. Which, it's going to be interesting. Just only talking about the second channel thing, just my Sonic stuff. Which, like I said, I did mention before, I probably am going to have two MET videos to probably begin with is either with the two unknown figures that's going to probably be revealed that the name is called Omega, which, oh yeah, Omega, on the other hand, is probably going to be assisting the side with Eggman for a few minutes or a few hours or whatever is going to depend for his interest for a while before Eggman starts to be like backstabbing him in the entire amount of the site or whatever. But like I said, it's going to be a bit different from a little bit of the outcome from Omega, since he might probably be the only one meeting Shadow afterwards, which will probably be a bit of an interesting comeback to that, so we'll see. Like, I have no idea, but we'll just see. And as in for the Mephiles character, well, he'll still remain to be a bit unknown for some quite of time until he actually finds different ways of reason of trying to take over some reason by destroying the world and Sonic's timeline, which likely to be usual. That's just going to probably how it's going to play out for Mephiles. Just the second channel kind I'm talking about. But only in this video, I'm going to discover a little bit about his powers, and so is Omega. That way it'll be a bit of an interesting thing to read from, and a little bit of an understanding to know. Which that would be very crazy to see. Anyway, continue. Oh, that was interesting. Wow, those were like 3 clones. Holy crap. Man, Mephiles. Oh my freaking god. No way. Seriously, no freaking way. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Huh. Wow. This is interesting. Oh boy. Now that's pretty huge. That's going on. Dang. Wow. So looks like he really has a comparison against likely Sonic, Silver, and Shadow at the same time. Like, oh boy, that's nuts. Like, man, imagine how that turned out right there. Like, that is pretty insane. Like, I have no idea how Mephiles had pretty much had to go on some beef against that. Which, I mean, to be frankly honest, I might probably knew how this is going to turn out for this. Jeez, that's pretty insane. But good, damn. Oh boy. Oh! Man, Shadow's really getting them very fast. Nice. And ho ho ho! The same thing that Shadow kicked Silver behind the head. Man, that's the exact same thing. And I'm like, okay, well this was different. Of course he might do it to some characters, but I'm like, okay, this is something I never would have noticed by now and just till then in the sprite emanation thing. It's just well done. Very well creative from the original person, exactly. Which, even though I might actually be able to read most likely what it says on the subtitles, which is kind of like the English kind of thing, but to be honest, it's pretty good so far. Uh-oh. The Time Eater? Whoa! That's pretty big. Time Eater. Okay. That makes so much sense. And I kind of remember about that. I have to say, most like Sonic games I've played before on my 3DS or whatever I figured and discovered, I was like, wait, the Time Eater? What's that? And then until Mephiles starts bringing it up, man, he literally starts to bring it up and spend a little bit of few amount of time exactly of trying to like collect some reasons of figuring that out. And I'm like, okay, well, guess he might be on to something for something pretty big that Eggman could have not done. And I'm like, damn, this is new. Well, I guess I have to say Shadow might win this one. So, come on, man, defeat Mephiles. Which sometimes I won't be on Shadow, sometime of this time, but hey, at least I'm probably saying go for him anyway to beat him. Okay, I see. Oh man! Wow, it even gets you behind him too. Dang, this is very interesting. Come on, Shadow, get Mephiles. Oh, whoa! Wow, that was a big chaos right there. That was pretty big. Wait, what? Oh, Shadow went dark. Oh, crap. Looks like that went insane. But okay, this is gonna go out. Oh! Wow! Never knew how that was funny or interesting. Damn! Wow! Let's freaking go, Shadow! Yes! There you go! Oh, God! Here we go! Come on, Shadow, you got this! Oh, whoa! Oh, whoa! Wow! Dang, there goes Shadow. I guess Mephiles wins. Holy frick! No wonder how he beat him right there. Well, freaking said. And I'm like, wow, this is interesting. And definitely subscribe to this guy, by the way. He actually did a very great job, by the way. So, absolute very great job, anyway. So, gotta say, is that Shadow versus Mephiles for the first time ever of me reacting to this. Wow! I'm like, freaking wow! I couldn't actually believe my own very eyes about me seeing how this went out from perfectly by seeing how this turned out pretty differently. And I'm like, holy damn, Shadow really had to throw out against Mephiles. Which, I mean, to be frankly honest, Mephiles is pretty strong. I never knew he was using so many element dark powers, as it's a little comparison by Shadow by a different reason of him, which, to be frankly honest, man, I was rooting for Shadow for this one. But until then, I'm like, dang, I thought Shadow could have won that one. But unfortunately, Mephiles still had to defeat him, and I'm like, yeah. That pretty much stinks. Which, even though I would probably have to agree, so yeah, I pretty much would have to agree by any chances that, man, that kind of sucks. Which, to be frankly honest, I would consider and say that, oh yeah, Shadow should have totally would have won this fight, but no, it had to be Mephiles winning this fight, so I gotta say, man, that is pretty nuts. And it's pretty crazy as I would have to say it otherwise. Is that I hope that you guys enjoy this reaction. And like as always, is like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. So the way that you will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And I actually do want to say in the very end, I'd give this video freaking 10 out of freaking damn 10 in this fight. is just so good. Like, I've never seen a Shadow versus a Shadow fight. Which, I mean, of course I know it's already Shadow versus Mephiles, but it's basically to the point I'm saying is that I've never seen another fight how interesting this turned out to be. Very interesting to me. Which, I mean, at least I gotta say, at least I actually kind of stick with saying is like, oh yeah, it was definitely the three taking on against Mephiles. And I'd say definitely the good guys. That's probably Shadow though, which I did root for him anyway in this fight, but it turns out that Mephiles destroyed him that easy. Or maybe a little bit of a normal or mid fight for somewhere, but it went pretty somewhere that I ever would have seen for this one. So, just to be frankly clear, that I probably am going to be mentioning about the post that I'm going to be explaining about in this video, which I'm going to probably say otherwise. So, yeah, I probably am going to make a huge explanation of what I'm going to be making a big change on my channel, which, like I said, my videos and reactions remain to stay the same, which plush reactions also remain to stay the same as well. They stay the same as 100% and fair even as always to stay. Now, I'm going to be reading the post what I'm going to be explaining about from here, so here's what I'm going to say. And also, if any of you don't want to listen, then again, don't come crying on about it or complain or stay outside. Because I mean, again, it's just time for something new. Because the reason why I want something new is because I want to do something new with my time and definitely do new reactions. Like, let's just say Friday Night Funkin', Left 4 Dead 2 stuff. They're going to probably be the only new things that are going to exist. Then I'm going to probably be doing reactions of those whenever I get the chance of it. Which, like I said though, it's going to be something new that I ever will probably do for this channel is something very different, which it's only fair and common sense to be different. Now, here's what I'm going to say about what I'm going to be mentioning about. Like, yes, Sonic videos, Mario videos, PvZ videos, or whatever, or FNAF videos remain to stay the same. Which, for one, I probably have never I've done like a animation of like me reacting to an animation of PvZ or Angry Birds. Just to be frankly honest, I've always been considered like sticking with Sonic, FNAF, and Mario. To be completely fair, and always the obvious point is that I've always kind of stick to that part. Now, here's what I'm going to say in fully in general is that, again, the Team Fortress 2 stuff is that, listen, what I'm going to say here, it's going to be less reacted, which means I'm going to probably be stepping away from, like, anything else from the TF2 stuff, which means I'm not going to be saying anything bad about it. I mean, I've always will stay as stay as the favorite exactly of Team Fortress, which I've always loved Team Fortress to be frequently honest. But just remember, this is my decision, okay? I've always had said this before. Even again, this will be a second reminder already. For some people to probably know for once in a while that I probably say is I'd rather stick to the post and stick to the entire way I'm saying is that, again, Team Fortress 2 stuff is going to be reacted less, which means it's going to be less reacting too, which I probably am going to wanting to step forward and just say is that I'm wanting to like, just like take my hand away and just probably say is that I'm wanting to have like just something different and something new that could be a little bit more different for the channel of my first main channel of always. Like, just something different and something very creative, a very different step that I want to be moving on with my life, just to move on because it kind of stays the same. I'm just saying because, I'm just kind of tired of like the old and old, I just don't want to like react to some old stuff that probably is a little bit different, for what I'm saying. Is that, again, I'm just saying that I actually would rather just kind of like move on with my life and just move on with something different with my channel and just probably have a little bit of a good respect of ways of me like reacting to some interesting content that is only about like Friday Night Funkin' and Left 4 Dead 2 stuff only, which is only going to be allowed, which that's probably what I'm going to do. But remember, when I say there's no reactions to mods, I mean period 100% period. Because I mean, it's an endless hell that I'm saying, that I would rather not want to suffer for that. If it isn't for Left 4 Dead 2, oh yes, definitely absolute reaction. And also the same thing comes to that too. So, without that being said, I'm going to probably read this post while I'm going to be explaining this. So, here's what I'm going to say right now. So, it said was, "Hey everyone, I'm Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered here, and I want to make the mentioned changes on my main channel. Is that I'm going to be making big changes on my channel, is that I'm wanting to do something else with my life, to move on to something else, like that I never even reacted to in my lifetime, such as FNF, that is Friday Night Funkin', which I'm enjoying it of the reactions to of them, and very well, and love the videos of it, like very good. And then as such is Left 4 Dead 2 is that is Left 4 Dead 2 videos, which is being added to react to, which means 100% fully. Which I mean, I did want to add that percent, by the way, which I could have added that percent. So yeah, I probably would have added that percent anyway, but it is probably too late for me to say it. A good thing, which it is actually a good thing. And again, other SFM stuff stays the same to be reacted to. And it's just only TF2 SFM stuff that I need to be away for now. And also, in this scenario, the reason why I said that is because I actually just want to like step out and just probably like take a breather and just say that I'm not against its community, which no, absolutely not, because again, I'm no Overwatch person. I'm more of a Team Fortress 2 guy that I've always liked better because again, what comparisons do I like better? That is either Team Fortress 2 or Overwatch. It's obviously Team Fortress, for what I'm saying. Is that I've always think that is better. And also, I'm going to probably be continue to read this for a bit while I'm going to say this otherwise, so here's what I'm going to say next. So, anyway, which means that I'm not being a you know what about it, and it's just because that I made like lots and lots of them before. And the saying goes is like this with something old is here. The old saying goes is that out with the old and in with the new things to come around but better. So, yeah, that's probably my saying for everybody is that I've made something a bit different with that saying. And which is old, which is a old word, which I of my word and not my fault, and not my monkeys, because I'm gonna say is like not my circus and not my monkeys. Anyways, the only thing that I want to say is that yes, reacting to plush videos will still be allowed on the channel, like always, and Left 4 Dead 2 and FNF, but not TF2 stuff because I would need a break from it. And do not ask me about it or complain because complainers stay outside, and I mean outside. And also, FYI, I still do reactions of TF2 stuff only to be on my backup channel. And also, I'm gonna point out this obvious word as I'm saying is that there's tons and tons that I've already made in the past and separately differently. So just to be honest with everybody is that I've made lots and lots of reactions of it because it deserves that I need a break from it. And I'm not saying to be evil, I'm just saying that I need to have something different with my time that I actually prefer doing. Like, seriously, there's literally TF2 reactions I've basically had reacted to on my backup channel. Like, if anybody wants to go ahead and watch those, then anybody is allowed to watch them. It's only my main channel that it needs a break from, which again, it's going to be reacted to less. Which I mean, it's going to be less reactions to it, like less. Like, I'm not saying to probably like say it's like, oh, this guy doesn't want to do more TF2 reactions. Well, guess what? I need a new change, okay? It ain't my problem if I say this is not my monkeys or circus, that I can't play around the circus. So again, respect my choice of my decision. So here's what else I'm going to say. By the way, if anybody else does not follow or that to understand, there you go, said it, and nothing else more. Now, for what I'm going to say is that the TF2 SFM stuff is only going to be reacted to less by 2%, or even 11% to be reacted to only on my channel. And also, I got a life to live with my own to do, and as in for everything else, that they are all staying at 100%, and the new things too. And as in for the TF2 stuff, there are only going to be less reactions than it would to be. And just know is that they can still be reacted to, but it's only going to be less and less reactions of it. So yeah, this is going to be my life decision, 100% clear, and my mind has been made up and fully been decided as well. And thank you for reading this post. And it had to be done and have to move on with my time. That's all. And this is Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, guys. So yes, this, like I said, I've made fully clear and actually made a very clear understanding statement that it means I actually am moving on with my time and actually moving on with something new. Because, again, I've actually said that, if anybody has or doesn't know that I've actually recently made too many reactions of TF2 stuff, which it needs to be on a break anyway, which means I'm actually moving on to something new. Like, it's only going to be less reactions. It's going to be 11% and 2% at the same time. That it's going to be less reacted to. Like, I think it's going to be like one or two of them that's going to probably be chosen to be there. Which, like I said, it's only going to be less reactions of Team Fortress 2 stuff. And also, again, if anybody is going to be complaining, then remember, complainers are gonna stay outside. Only stay outside. So, yeah, I do not want to hear any complaints from anybody else in the comments. Nothing. Like, nothing else to hear. Okay? Nothing. So, without that being said, just want to make this talk and make this discussion for everybody and make a full, complete reason that I actually am going to be doing something with my time and my life, apparently, to do something different. So, without that being said, I just really hopefully you guys do understand and fully, completely understand what I actually want to be making a statement for everybody's sake of the statement, and just like make my talk about it, and just have like less Team Fortress 2 reactions to be on less time. It means it will probably be less reacted to often, which means it's going to be less reacted. And then pretty much oftenly that new stuff is going to be reacted to oftenly, 100% even better. That's going to probably be doing. And if anybody would probably understand is that, again, like, if any of you guys have checked out my backup channel, my Duncan Gaming channel, it literally makes Team Fortress 2 videos. Like, basically, if any of you have probably wanted to watch my backup channel, trust me, it makes Team Fortress 2 videos as well. Like, the same thing that goes for my first, but my first is going to be different. Then it's going to compare from the backup. So remember, it's going to be followed as it's going to be, and I will still remain to be leader of the red team, like always, and will actually be, again, be the leader of the red team still, which I fully will agree and fully 100% agreed to everything else I'm actually am talking about. So remember, this choice has been leaded by me, and the message has already been proved by me, and like I said, it's going to be changed no matter what I'm saying, because it is what it is, and it's nothing to do about. So, thank you for understanding, and I hope to say, again, that I hope everybody could understand the point that I'm talking about and making a full agreement and just a full reason of it. So, Anyway, just really want to get that out of my chest and fully explain that anyway. So, without that being said, thank you very much for watching. And plus, I am going to have a break because due to my wanting to watch out for my mental health exactly because here's another point I want to be making a talk about. And no, I'm not making this up. I'm trying to at least have my time to be a little bit more likely being aware of my health and just being, just being mindful of my health. So here's what I'm going to say this. So the thing I'm going to say is that I'm going to probably just be aware of my mental health. So here's what I'm going to say about my mental health. So what I'm going to say here is I probably am wanting everybody's reason is that I'm going to say is that the reason why I probably want to have a break of my first channel, which I'll still come back if I ever do get the next point of it or whatever. Like, if I ever do return on February, which I probably am going to return on February or nor March of making another video, which I probably am again attending to probably make another video or so for the next point of it of the next calendar is that it will be either February or March, which is going to either be on one of those expression dates. That's going to probably for me to be probably be making videos at this point. As long as, like I said, as I take care of my mental health and probably reflect on my timing and reflect my peace without having reflected conflicted anger that I have always have to be aware of. Because I mean, seriously, again, it's not like new people's different thing having a rodeo by actually what I've been going through a lot, which if new people have understand it or don't understand at all, then again, I've probably had anger issues for some reason. So again, it's just what I want to be watching out for. Which again, I've pretty much been very aware to take care of my anger away, which I still keep it encaged in my head for a bit just to keep it not releasing out of its cage because once it releases out its cage, then I still go crazy. So that's probably what I want to avoid about. So thank you. And like I said, I'm not making this up 100%. I'm making this clear as I can. And yeah, plus, if anybody has says "Oh, have you tried going outside?" Well, the answer is yes. I have actually, because I have actually am an actual person that actually goes outside sometimes. And maybe if I don't, it's fine either way. So, without that being said, again, is that I am Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, and be sure to respect the post that I've actually been explaining which I should have already made already, but now I've already had time to make it, and that's just what I want to be pointing out here. And without that to being again and said, is that there will be two videos that will be coming around soon, either to be in February or nor to be at March. Which there will be a seventh reaction that will be the last one, and then of course the extra reaction video will also be coming around there as well too. And yes, there will be another explanation about how I'm gonna do the effect of gaming for a bit on the computer room that I've actually will probably go on to explain is about with the sound bar that I probably will be explaining about the sonic wave of however if the sound of the game actually plays out and just does. So that's probably another explanation I'll actually be taking place for and to do. So yes, there will be a lot of different things and topics that I might actually go on to explain with pretty much with the new gaming set or a little bit of how I'm going to make gaming videos for a bit, which is only for recording, not streaming, because it's probably going to be a bit different in comparison to be always different. So yes, there you go. And without that being said, guys, is that I am Golden Devin-Foxy Master here. Thank you very much for enjoying this reaction. And yes, I still give this video 10 out of freaking 10 of how badass the video went and how awesome this went. So yeah, it was pretty good. Very legit awesome. So without that being said, guys, I probably am going to get going, and I might probably sign myself off for now. So without that being said is, thank you for enjoying this reaction. And without that being said, yes, hopefully you guys will enjoy the new changes, which is going to probably be the effect on my channel, which I probably will, like I said again, it's going to be full effect, which it probably still remains to be. After all, this is going to be a post version that you might see anyway, which if any of you guys didn't notice anyway, but this is going to be a post version of it. So there you go. It's been followed and said. And one more last time, and if anybody, and I seriously mean anybody, if I hear complainers in comment section about like things like, oh, you can't be doing that, you always will react to some of those. Well, guess what? I could have an opinion. That's probably it. So without that being said, I'm going to try to take care of my mental health and just take a break on my first channel. And I'll probably be making videos on my backup channels there, and will still remain to react to some of the Team Fortress 2 SFM videos there, which that's what I'm going to do still. And as for my first channel, it's probably not going to. It's going to probably either do Friday Night Funkin' or Left 4 Dead 2. It's a big deal, like a win-win-win deal. There is not a lose-lose deal. It's a win-win deal. That's it. So without that being said, it is to be done and said. So thank you for enjoying this, and I will be sure to see you in the next time, and then in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Sign out and sign off, and we'll see you guys again in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered one last time. We'll see you guys again in the next video of February, or will probably be near March. So thank you, and I will enjoy my break, and I will see you guys again next time. And I will probably be meditating, just like to meditate videos I've always will watch and will actually be thinking about. So yes, that's just what I want to be pointing out here. Is that yes, I probably will be meditating just for a break. That way I can be thinking about like actual things I can think about and ideas I can think about. So without that being said, it will probably be yet again to be said is thank you, and I will be sure to make another video too about when I return back from the break, and then that's probably what I'm going to do to set up another premiere video for that, and like anything else. So thank you for watching, thank you for enjoying this, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Peace out, bye-bye, and Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered is signing out. Bye-bye, everybody. See you later, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everyone. See you later, and bye-bye.